Hi everyone, we're here today with Dr. Dave Barrett of Denville Medical and Sports Rehab in Denville, New Jersey. Welcome. Thanks for being on today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm familiar with your practice. I come here and so does my whole family. Obviously, we've known each other a long time.
Yes.
And I know you have so many different modalities here and specialized things that a lot of people don't offer in the area. So I'd love you to just tell us about those and how you started, really.
So I started this a while back and had an interest in trying to combine kind of East meets West medicine. They both have their place, and when used together, they really becomes a powerful form of or modality for treatment. When I started, I went for my extra credentialing or certifications in sports medicine. In those venues, I worked with some professional athletes, amateur athletes, Olympic athletes, and I realized that they did a multidiscipline approach. So not only do we have the chiropractic, where I actually started.
Right.
We have acupuncture. We have physical therapy, traditional medicine. We have the per diem doctors that come in. We do some diagnostic studies here. So we do it all, and again, when we put it together, it really just, we have almost 100% success. So when someone doesn't get better here, well, first of all, we won't accept your case if we don't think we're going to help you.
Okay. Right.
So if we don't think we can help you, I'll tell you, and I'll try to find someone who can.
That's great.
But if we take your case and you are a patient here, you're probably going to get better.
Right.
And again, because we leave no stone unturned. So there's a time and a place for everything, and we try to take the most conservative route first. And there's layers. So in the 10 years ago, you didn't have these choices. 10 years ago, you either went to the surgeon or you went for the chiropractor or physical therapy or both.
Right.
And now there's so many different things that have with medicine, with the gel injections for the joints, the PRP injections, the which again is protein-rich plasma, the biologicals.
So I know you mentioned these biologicals. Are these the things that the celebrities and athletes you hear of going to Germany or traveling to other countries to get done that are so popular now?
Some of them, yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it's a little different in our country right now. The environment's changing. But to answer your question, yes.
So if you don't want to travel to these other countries to get these treatments, they can basically travel to Denville, New Jersey.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
For a lot of them, and we've had experts that we've actually had hired and flown to our office to train our staff.
Wow.
So we had one expert that was just here on some new protein-rich plasma techniques and some ozone therapies, and he really just it continually changes, and we try to stay in front of it and stay on top of it. And when new procedures and new equipment comes out, then we try to be the first ones that have it.
Right. No, I really feel like, of course you have the traditional and holistic modalities that are wonderful, but you really do some cutting edge things here. Can you tell us a little bit about, I know you do different treatments like IV treatment, blood oxygen.
So IV vitamin therapy is becoming very popular. It's been around for a long time.
Coming, yes.
And it's been around a long time. Now it's actually covered by a lot of insurances. A lot of people aren't aware of that. Even Medicare covers it. And we have a lot of patients that benefit from the IV vitamin therapy support, and where they'll come in based on what they're lacking. We can do blood work here at the office and actually specifically find out what's going on with you, what you need, what you're lacking, what vitamins you're lacking, deficient in. So there's a lot of different packages we put together of vitamin therapy that are suited specifically for the individual.
And they just come right in and have a treatment?
Yeah, and
how long does it take?
Well, you would get an evaluation to see, obviously, if you're a candidate for it.
Right.
And then you have choices. People that are really deficient notice different improvements like almost immediately.
Wow, that's great.
It is great. I mean, if you're healthy and you're taking vitamins and you exercise, You know, you might not notice it as much as someone that you just might feel more energy. And again, that's another. It was like a thing that was for the celebrities.
Right.
You know,
Now
they'd
it's
all get
more-
their, and now it's mainstream.
Yes.
And we have it here, and we've got just about every single thing you could add into that.
Okay.
And again, we make it specific for the patients, or there are the generic ones. Some people, you know, there's the autoimmune, there's the, you know, the energy, there's a, you know, immune booster, energy booster, just overall minerals and vitamins.
So people can they come to Denville Medical to get tested for what they're deficient in, and then you put them on a program, or?
Absolutely. And we do that every day. One of the things we take pride in here is we like to not just throw a patch on things. We like to really see, you know, what and why. So diagnostic testing, one would be blood work, urine analysis and blood work. Let's test for certain vitamins. Let's see if one of your organ systems aren't functioning properly. Let's figure out why. We start loading them, you know, via IV, and then once they get to a plateau where we get it to a good level, then a lot of times we can introduce just like the oral supplements.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
some people, I was a patient, I knew I was low, I started taking the oral supplements, and my numbers were not going up. So it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And so I started doing the IV, and then once they got to a certain point, then the oral supplements were able to
Take
sustain
over.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
That's great.
you know, again, everybody's different. Some other people, we give oral supplement, brings it right up.
Right.
So for whatever reason, and that could be gut, I mean, again, that's when you talk to our medical providers or our nutritionists, you know, it could be something going on in your gut is why you're not breaking down the vitamins. And, you know, so the IV vitamin therapy works really well, and it also buys us some time to figure out why you're lacking.
Thank you so much, Dr. Barrett, for being here with us today. And
Thank you for having me.
of
Thanks
course.
for listening.
And how can people find out more about you and your whole practice?
Well, I guess the easiest, you could look us up, denvillemedical.com.
Okay.
We also, our phone number is 973-627-7888. And, you know, check out our website. If you have any questions, you can always get one of us on the phone. And, you know, again, we don't want to waste anyone's time, and we'll only accept patients that we think are in the right place.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much again.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And for everything health and wellness, visit wellnessgala.com.